The 5th generation iPad Air has arrived, and while it may appear nearly identical to its predecessor, there are important enhancements within that make it a stronger challenger to the iPad Pro than ever before. Today's video on is the iPad Air 5 worth buying in 2022. We'll provide you with an iPad Air 5 review so you can decide if it's worth your money. Number 6. Design and build. The new iPad Air 5, like the iPad mini, iPad Pro, and the most recent iPhones, has a similar design. It has pointed corners, unlike previous models, but it's still easy to handle. The anodized aluminum body is nice to the touch, and the overall build quality is great. While in portrait mode, the tablet's top left volume rockers have a variable function depending on how it is held. A Touch ID sensor is integrated into the power button, and dual speakers are located on opposing sides of the device. This is accompanied by a USB-C connector with better data transfer rates, but more on its USB later. The iPad Air's rear smart connector is compatible with the Apple Magic Keyboard. Apple's Magic Keyboard essentially transforms the iPad Air into a 2-in-1 laptop with a faster CPU and split-screen functionality.
Incredible.
Number 5. Display. There is still one noticeable difference between the iPad Air and the iPad Pro: the display. You'll get the same resolution and pixel density as the iPad Pro, but it doesn't have Apple's ProMotion adaptive refresh rate technology, which provides buttery smooth performance at up to 120 frames per second. 60 Hz is the normal resolution for all iPads, including the new iPad Air. As a result, games and apps don't run as smoothly as they should, although this is to be expected on all tablets other than the most expensive.
Oh, really?
Whether playing games, watching Netflix, or composing emails, the iPad Air's screen is bright, crisp, and colorful. Maximum brightness of 471 CDAM2 was measured in testing, which supports HDR10 content with an exceptional level of dynamic range. Number 4. Features and performance. The new iPad Air 5 was designed by Apple with performance-hungry gamers, artists, and students in mind. The new iPad offers considerable speed improvements compared to the iPad Air 4, with graphics being constrained by the Liquid Retina display's 60 Hz refresh rate. The iPad Pro 11 might be a better option if you're looking for high frame rate iOS gaming.
I see.
The latest version of iMovie will make it easier and faster for content producers to create complicated videos. You can run several apps simultaneously by using drag-and-drop multitasking. For students, the tablet turns into a 2-in-1 laptop when used with Apple's Magic Keyboard. On the other hand, the tablet's USB-C port has been improved, allowing for USB-C 3.1. Now, Gen 2 data transfer speeds of up to 10 Gbps per second, compared to 5 Gbps on its predecessor. Per Apple's website, you can connect to drives, docks, cameras, and more using USB-C, now with up to 2 times faster transfer speeds than the previous generation. So, transferring large photos and videos is quicker than ever. When purchasing the cellular variant, you'll get 5G connectivity instead of 4G LTE, but the cost of the cellular model has increased to reflect this upgrade. So tethering may be a better choice if you don't plan on using the tablet much away from Wi-Fi. There's also Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5, as well as a new security system that relies on Touch ID instead of Face ID for authentication. Number 3. Camera. Apple has updated the front-facing camera on the new iPad Air 5 to match the rest of the iPad line, even though tablet cameras typically aren't as intriguing as their smartphone counterparts. This indicates that the most recent iPad Air has a 12MP ultra-wide front-facing camera, which makes it a great option for group selfies, but wasn't the primary driver of the upgrade. Instead, it served to support Apple's center stage technology, which makes video calling, a well-liked tablet feature, much simpler. There is more to come on Apple's center stage, so stay with us. Anyway, be sure to subscribe to our channel with notifications so you do not miss out on any of our content. Number 2. Battery life and charging. Despite the increase in performance, battery life is unaffected. And in practical use, Apple's promised 10-hour battery life holds true. Although it may not seem like much time, less serious users can spread out their usage across several days.
That is true.
A quick charging option is also available, which will help you spend less time waiting for the iPad to refuel. It can only handle 20 watts of electricity, but unlike the iPhone, a 20 watts charger is included in the package, so you won't have to spend extra money on chargers. Number 1. Center Stage Tap. According to Apple, the 12MP ultra-wide front camera enables center stage, making video calls more natural and content creation more fun. Although it isn't brand new technology and is already included in notable competitors like the Facebook Portal Go and Amazon's Echo Show 10, it is nonetheless useful to have. Along with FaceTime, it works well with Microsoft Teams and Zoom. The technology is designed to analyze the front-facing camera and automatically zoom onto your face, allowing you to rest the iPad on a surface and move around the room while conversing without having to move the tablet repeatedly. Here is one example. If you're on a FaceTime call, the camera will stay fixed on you regardless of how you move about. Going to one side of the image and attempting to hold your position in the center can cause it to pan over to you. Though the f2.4 aperture means it isn't nearly as effective in low-light situations, the 12MP camera is shockingly sharp in perfect lighting circumstances, with decent exposure and great color accuracy allowing for great quality selfies. There are no significant changes in hardware or software to notice on the new iPad Air 5's back, which still houses the same 12MP f1.8 camera as its predecessor. In Apple's lineup, the iPad Air is unquestionably the crown jewel. It features a beautiful industrial design that is a pleasure to hold, as well as an M1 CPU and complete Magic Keyboard compatibility that no other non-Pro iPad can match. For more information on the iPad Air 5, check out our video on the new iPad Air 5 review, unboxing and accessories that will blow your mind.